How's it going, everyone? I just thought I'd show you my shrimp tank update on my shrimp tank. I have a few buried females in here, and they have eggs. Like there's one under there. And if you see all these little flakes coming down, that's because I just fed them some Bacter AE, and it's in the powder form. Some of this. Okay. And I measure it out in this little spoon here. Sorry, one moment. Okay, it's this little spoon here. It's very small. I put about just a tip of that, like that much. Anyways, so these females have gotten pregnant in my tank. The last time they were pregnant, they came that way from when I ordered them from Flip Aquatics. And I have some Indian almond leaf in here. I have two of them. One's in the back and it's already pretty much eaten all up. And there's my dwarf hair grass. I used to put CO2 before I had shrimp in here, when I had my beta in here, but now I don't, because I don't know how it will affect them, so I just rather not. I put that little acrylic tray in there that I got from the dollar store, and there's a few of them in there, but sometimes I'd say 50% of the time they either leave the food in there and eat it, or they take it out like this particular time. Like, as you can see, the food's down there, and that food that I'm feeding them is this kind here. It's so they can get the calcium for the pregnant shrimp, and to make sure that they're getting their calcium, and so they could shed their skin properly, just in case. There's a little piece of outer cone there. They're very small. There's two little pieces there. And I put some cactus wood, which is right there. I put one cactus wood in there. And that's when I noticed, once I started putting the cactus wood, and I put well, I had the Indian almond leaf already, but I started feeding them the Bacter AE, then I noticed that they started getting buried with their little eggs. Before that they weren't. I don't know if it was just coincidence. I haven't had them very long. I think it's been a little over a month, if not 2 months, that I've had them. Let's see if we can find some more here. Oh, there's my Neocaridina snail back there. I have 2 Neocaridina snails in here and the shrimp, and that's it. Let's see. And then soon I'll be having more little shrimp, hopefully, if everything goes well. So where I live, I have a high TDS. It's about 305. So what I do is I mix that along with some store-bought distilled water to make it around 200 TDS. And then what I do is I hang this little device here, and I fill that little bucket with a gallon. That's how much every time I change my water, I change 1 gallon of it. And I make sure it gets to around 200 TDS, and then I acclimate them. Or it takes a couple of days to fill up, to fill that gallon back up, but it's okay, because I would rather do it that way than risk losing them. I am new to the shrimp hobby, so I don't even know if what I'm doing is good or not, but it's been working for me, and I haven't had any die-offs since the first initial time. And I started off with 10, and they were dying off one by one, and I stayed with about 4. But some of those berry females I think their eggs did hatch, because I started seeing more babies like around. And I have some Java moss here, but now these particular buried female shrimp, they actually got that happened in my aquarium. Like they were, so I'm assuming that they're happy. But I think I'm not too sure, because I don't know what the cycle's like how old they have to be to to be able to carry eggs. And so I don't know if what I did by giving them Bacter AE and putting that cactus food in there, and if that helped them to be more comfortable to give birth, or not give birth, but make eggs or whatever. But that's what I'm doing. It's what works for me. I just want to show you. So these are orange pumpkin Neocaridina shrimp that I purchased from Flip Aquatics, and like I said, there's 4 of them that were left, and the rest of them were born in my aquarium. They were dying off, not because of anything they did. It was totally my fault. I don't think I drip acclimated them properly, so I think that was on me. But luckily enough for me, 4 of them did survive, and the ones that were buried did they went ahead and released their eggs in here, and I wound up with about 30, I believe. I mean, it's hard to count them, but I think I have about 30 that from those buried females that came like that. And then now I'm going to have even more if everything goes right when these females, their eggs hatch. So I noticed that they were buried about a week ago. And I don't know the exact number of how many of them are pregnant, but I've seen at least 3. I think it might be 4, it might be more, it might be less, I don't know. No, definitely not less. I'm not going to say less. But I'm not doing anything like culling them or checking to like, because you can see there's some, you know, it's not his whole body or her whole body is not fully orange. There's like patches, and I don't know why they're like that. I'm not going to be separating them. I'm not doing this to be a breeder or of any sort. I'm just, I didn't even know if these babies were going to survive, or any of these shrimp were going to survive. I didn't know if what I was doing was going to work for me. I was real nervous, and I was scared when I was seeing them die one by one. But I'm just happy to have shrimp, and whoever's in here and whoever's born, as long as they're not suffering, and however they look, that's fine with me. I think I'm going to start off with another shrimp tank. This is a 5-gallon tank, and I am going to do that, and maybe then I'll start separating like the ones that are more fully colored versus the ones that are like patchy. But as far as like killing or culling, no, I'm not going to do that. I think everyone should be able to live their little lives out, regardless of their animals, or like I said, as long as they're not suffering, then I'm fine with that. This one's cleaning his back is not crooked like that. He's just cleaning himself. There's one that I really like. I like his color, and he's like a brighter orange. It's kind of blotchy, but it's almost like an orange, like a dark orange. I'm seeing if I can find him. There's this little guy over here. Let's see. Sorry about the water stains. I used to previously have a heater in here, but I went ahead and removed it. So like it was a waste of time to be wasting electricity if they didn't need it. Right now it is winter, and I am in Texas, and it doesn't get too cold. Today is kind of cold, and that is a rare occasion here where I'm at. But that's the temp here without the heater. Here's the Indian almond leaf. There's the plants. Like I said, I stopped using CO2 as soon as I put these shrimp in here. And right now they're just eating. So I just thought I'd give you an update on my tank. And just give you some shots of what they look like when they're eating, and what they look like when they're eating Bacter AE. So with the Bacter AE, I just go ahead and every day I've been putting some in here. This is what it looks like. It's a very fine powder. I don't mix it up. I don't do anything special. I just fill that little, not fill it, but fill the tip of that and pour it in here. Just put it on the top, and with the bubbles and everything moving around, it just releases in there, and it lands everywhere. that pH monitor is not working, so don't pay any attention to that. It's already been exhausted. But that's the way what I do. I feed them that, and I feed them that little pellet there, and I feed them this kind here that I got at my local PetSmart for $4. I had a coupon, and at the time I just needed something to feed them because I didn't have anything, but I just go ahead and still feed them that. I've also given them this. I know it's probably not the best shrimp food or anything, but it's what I give them, and it's what works for me. And I may transition to some of that, what's this called? Shrimp King food later on. Maybe that'll improve color and all that, but it's, like I said, I'm not in this to make money. I'm just here to enjoy the little shrimp and see, you know, just see how they do. I had no knowledge of them before, but I'd watch Flip Aquatics videos and some other videos that I can't think of off the top of my head, and I jumped in sooner than I did all my research, and I bought them because they had a great sale at Flip Aquatics, and it was 40% off these orange pumpkin shrimp. Got a package of 10. There was about 12 in there. 2 were like real small babies, and there was like a few of them that were berry females. And then I was really worried because, like I said, they died one by one, and I was really scared that was on me, because I was like, I totally didn't do anything right. I didn't make sure the water was right for them. I just felt really guilty. I think I put them in there too soon. I just want to show you them moving around, doing their thing. I'm trying to see where's the other females on here. Let's see if I can find any. Where are they? Where's that really cool looking one? Oh, I think, is that him? That might be one of them. You're like kind of like a blotchy dark orange, like blood red orange almost. And he's really cool looking. I really like him. Let me see. Mommy has to hide when I want to catch him on camera. Sorry, I have a camera phone, so I'm using the camera on my phone. It's not perfect video or anything. So I don't do any fertilizing. I haven't really trimmed any plants. They love just to go in there and eat. I'm just get scared that I might hurt someone, like chop off their body by accident or a piece of their leg, or because they're so nosy. They get in the way when I want to clean the tank. And I just use a turkey baster to get off the gunk. Well, thank you, everyone.